Hi, my name is Talia Fisher and I'm founder and director of All Seated in a Barn. This week, we had so much going on. We finally got to take our horses across the street to our brand new paddock we've been working on literally for over a year. We had horses in training, the vet out, volunteers out, we had Pathpoint out. It was such a busy week for us this week.
Good morning, I'm Katrina Lucas. I'm the veterinarian here at All Seated in a Barn. Today we went through and did some health intakes. Ones that are going to get adopted got vaccinated and just a recheck full physical. And then now we're starting to do all of our intakes that just came in, make sure they're sound. If they're not, we'll do some diagnostics to see exactly what's going on. That's our plan for today.
So Brian's out here teaching Tiffany the rope. She's a new member to our team, so she's working under him.
So today, this is little Tim. Come here, Tim, you good looking Palomino. We've had Tim now, he's been working with me and or Tiffany for about 4 sessions maybe. I mean, for the most part, somewhat unhandled. I think part of our team in Texas may have got him halter broke. We continued to work with him when he got here. So we began to work with him and reinforce fundamentals here to where now we've actually had him saddled, and my goodness, I crawled up on him and sat on him. I'm just gonna move him around here just to kind of get him focused on me for a moment. Much better. A couple of days ago we'd do that and he would kind of bolt off to backwards a little bit. So he's moving nice and soft today. We like that change. That's an improvement. And notice how we'll kind of go back over one of my previous instructions with you guys is the amount of pressure we apply. Point, point, point cluck, point cluck spank. We ask him to yield. I want him to walk to me. Come on. Nice, good. So we've got him moving around a little bit. He's not flighty. He's not being reactive. So let's start again with the saddle pad and saddle. We introduced a saddle to this horse for the first time. When we cinched him up, he crow hopped and kicked maybe 3 times. And that was it. Then he was ready to get back to business and learn. It's really fun to work with a young horse like this that's so willing because he's flexible. I mean, this is the second time this horse has ever had a saddle, and he's standing here ground tied. Notice his feet have not moved, which is what we like. We want him to stand perfectly still. Here in just a moment, I'm gonna ask him to walk off and move his feet. Sometimes what I see as a mistake is people, when they're working with a young horse like this, say they have to let the horse move his feet. Horses get scared when they can't use their God-given abilities, their feet, their nostrils and lungs. That's why they fly away from fear. That's what God gives them, to fly away from fear. That's why they're called flight animals, not predators. I'm gonna ask him to step out. He might buck, he might kick, he might snort, but the key is to let him move his feet and become comfortable again. Realize that nothing we're doing is gonna harm him. That's all right, calm down. See, he's not being hateful. He's licking his lips, he's got soft eyes, he's not being mean, he's not angry at me. He's figuring it out, licking his lips. One of the signs of acceptance. Notice I'm not yanking on his face, I'm just kind of guiding him. There, settle down, he'll settle. Let him stop and think about it. You see me applying just a little bit of pressure to the tip of his nose, just to keep his nose turned into me. I'll take that. Nice. He's trying. I would say that's pretty successful for the second time of him ever having a saddle on. A moment ago, you heard me talking about letting the horse move his feet so he's not so scared. And you see me moved all over the round pen. I'm following him everywhere, right? So now what I'm trying to do, the horse has become a little more comfortable with the saddle. I want to reinforce that I'm the center point. I want to keep my feet still and let him move his. What I want to do is not let him drag me around the round pen. I want him to move around me. So here I'll begin to apply a little stronger pressure on the lead line where I can keep my feet within a 2 foot, 3 foot circle, allowing him to move his feet. The question becomes, who's working who? Who's moving their feet the most? Is the horse moving his feet more or you? He who moves their feet the most loses. I like to use these yacht rope lead lines because they're nice and smooth. They slide through your hand really well. So as you can see here, I'm feeding him line the entire time.
So today, also, Kevin, the founder of the barn, escaped in true Kevin fashion. If you do not clip the chain, Kevin knows how to noodle nose it up and out he goes. And when he goes out, his bestie, Adam, loses his mind. So that was a fun escape adventure for all of us this week.
Hi, I'm Walker Reynolds. I'm the farrier out here at All Seated, and today we're in the donkey pen trimming donkeys. And most of the time I just trim them out here. It's hard to get all of them to lead into the barn, and they like being around their buddies. So for the trims, we just take care of them in here. If they need anything special, then we'll have to figure out a way to get them to the barn. But sometimes it's a lot of work.
Hi, my name is Maddie Rogers, and I'm a volunteer here at All Seated in the Barn. So today is Wednesday, and Wednesdays are our Pathpoint days. Pathpoint is an organization based in Bakersfield that helps adults with disabilities, and it's a day program for where they can come out and get some real work opportunities.
Hi, my name is Kathy and I work for Pathpoint as a DSP worker. Pathpoint is an organization that works with people with disabilities. We work on social skills, we work on social integration. We've had a group from Pathpoint coming out here for approximately a year. We do volunteer work, whatever the individuals enjoy doing.
Jobs that they help us with are sweeping out the barns, cleaning out the stalls, grooming animals, feeding treats. I mean, whatever they want and they feel comfortable with is something that we help them find here.
It's good social skills, it's good job training for them, teaches them how to be responsible. They love coming out here. Everybody here is so wonderful to them. They've just built a good relationship here with the people here at All Seated in the Barn. We can only bring about 6 individuals at a time each week. I have to make a list, and it's kind of challenging at times because everybody wants to come. And they understand that they have to take turns, and knowing that everybody would like to come and enjoy a day at the barn.
They are constantly switching out their participants and staff because everybody wants to come to the barn. They enjoy themselves immensely. We make them feel comfortable, we make them safe. They love to see their progress, they love the encouragement, they love just everything about this place, and so we're happy to have them out here.
The volunteers provide not only extra love and attention for the horses, but extra grooming, extra hands-on with them, which they need so much in their healing process. We are so grateful to every volunteer that is a part of our little All Seated in the Barn community out here. Not only do they get fulfillment in their lives through showing and giving love to the horses and seeing the horses respond back to that, but the horses are also getting that love and fulfillment that they need on just as big of a level.
Now let's start preparing him for someone to mount in the saddle again. Keep in mind, this is only his second time. We start shaking the saddle around real good. Don't ever forget that what you do to one side, you do to the other. So we've had some rattling around on the saddle, moving the stirrups. What we want to do is get him focused on flexing, giving me his nose without moving his feet. We've done this preparation work without the saddle, so now we're doing it with the saddle, and he wants to pull away, so I hold it. He gives me more, I let go. So we're waiting for him to flex, turn his nose. If he wants to pull away, I hold firm. If he wants to pull away, you hold firm. When he gives his nose and submits, then I let go immediately. Give him all the rein, give him all the lead line back. Horses learn better with the reward, not a treat. They learn quickest from how quick you remove the pressure. Oh, nice. Nice flex there. No, I don't want you moving your feet. So now I hold. When he stops moving his feet, I let go. Oh, 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 oh. So we practice this unsaddled, we train to it saddled, and then we'll work at the same thing when we go to the mount when it comes time for that. Humorous way to look at it is we We train to a disaster. What do I mean? Sometimes we have weak hips. Sometimes we have arthritis. Sometimes we just flat slip and our foot doesn't land in the stirrup. And what happens to the horse? They can either be trained to that, or they can explode every time it happens. So he wants to move his feet, so I keep jumping until he stops moving his feet. And then I rest a minute, release the pressure. I'm kneeing him in the stirrup. He stops moving his feet, we stop. I think this is a big win checking the block for today. Won't be too long, we'll be having him move his feet out under saddle. But let's end on a win.
Hey, this is Sticks. So across the street, we just finished the shelters. I wanted to start on the next paddock this week. It's basically a duplication. It's about 100 foot shorter on both sides. The shade structures are for shade for the animals. I have the water troughs in the back over there. We're gonna put mosquito fish in them. Hopefully we don't have to clean them out as much. I think we're gonna put up 3 shade sails too. There's gonna be probably about 200 more posts that I need to cement for the vertical post. It's a big project, but little by little we're getting it done.
Today was a huge day. For over a year now, we have been working on acquiring this massive property across the street from where we're located here in California. Today was finally, we got to bring the first group of horses over to this massive paddock to give them more space. It's the one thing that as we grow, we don't have enough space and we can't rescue more without space. So today it was a big deal. We collectively all came together. We all grabbed a horse, we walked around, and we got to give them this. The best way to support us is always through donations, whether that be product that we need or monetary. And you can do that by joining our Patreon, going to the website, or visiting any of our social media platforms for links on the best ways to help us.